third grade. Here is our second video for the week, for this week coming up, for the October 26th through October 30th. This is for lesson 4. So you're going to need module 2, lesson 4 in front of you. It starts on page 47, as you can see right here. And we're going to get started. Sorry, my focus is really, I'll lock it in right there. There we go. Hopefully that will stay and we won't have that back and forth all the time. Alrighty, so the last video we were talking about how to find the area of different shapes, and we were using addition and multiplication. This time we're going to solve problems with area. We're going to multiply side lengths to find the area of a rectangle and solve real-world problems. So remember when we first started talking about area, I did mention how this is something that you will use in your life if you want to ever put down tiles in your home, if you're putting down carpet, if you're painting a wall, if you're putting up wallpaper, if you're purchasing a frame that needs to fit on a wall and you want to have it a certain size. So area is something that's really, really practical and is something that you can always use in your life. So we're going to start with Andres, and he measures the side lengths of a rug for his office. What is the area of the rug? So we can see that he's got his rug here, and each to the opposite sides, right? Because this is a rectangle, so opposite sides are the same. So we have 4 feet, and then we have 5 feet. So how could we demonstrate this in an area model that we have been looking at for the last few lessons? We could use a grid, couldn't we? We could make our own grid. So we want to make sure we have how many rows? We want 4 rows, and we need 5 in each row. So I need 5 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I want 4 of those rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to finish filling in the area of my rectangle. So I have my 4 rows, which is my 4 feet on this side, right? My 4 rows. And then I have my 5 squares in each row. So how can I solve this using multiplication? Well, I know if I have 4 rows of 5 squares, I can multiply 4 rows of 5 squares. I could do 4 5 times, right? Or 5 4 times. So if I were to count all of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Or I can add, right? I've got 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15, plus another 5 is 20. So 4 times 5 equals 20. So the area of the rug is 20. And what is my label? My label is, I know I'm in feet, so 20 square feet. Remember, FT is the abbreviation for feet. So the labels on our rectangle stand for the lengths of each side, right? So we have 4 feet on one side, 5 feet on the other. And if it's a rectangle, we know that opposite sides are the same length. Okay, page 48. Let's build some understanding. Vicky measures the side lengths of a sheet of paper to make a greeting card. How can you find the area of Vicky's sheet of paper? How can unit squares arranged in a rectangle help you find the area? Well, let's first look and see. We have our piece of paper, and it is 3 inches by 5 inches. So if this side is 3 inches, this side has to be 3 inches. And if this side is 5 inches, this side has to be 5 inches. So we can use unit squares by figuring out how many are in each row, right? And then multiplying that by the number of rows. So we can, or I can, find the number of rows and multiply by the number in each row. So let's see how we can do that by using our unit squares. So I know that I have 5 in each row. How many rows am I going to have? I'm going to have, oh, sorry, I'm pointing to something you can't see. I have 5 in each row, and I have 3 rows of them. So I have my 5, and then I need my 3 rows, and then I'm going to fill in the rest of my square units as best I can for about the same size. So I have 3 rows, and I have 5 squares in each row. So when I do my multiplication, I know that it would be 3, because I have 3 rows, times the 5, which is how many squares are in each row, so I'm doing 3 times my 5, and 3 times 5 equals, I'm counting by 5s 3 times. 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, so I have 15. So how many unit squares would fit along the side of the sheet of paper that's 3 inches long? We would be able to fit 3 square units, or square inch units, because that was the label up here, right, inches. So I can fit 3 square inch units. How many unit squares would fit along the side of the sheet of paper that is 5 inches long? Well, we would have 5 square inch units. So what multiplication equation could we write to solve this problem? We figured it out up here, right? We're going to write 3 times 5, and that equals 15. So the area, what is the area of the sheet of paper? The area of the sheet of paper is 15 square inches. And we can write abbreviations, SQ for square and IN for inches. Okay, next page. Trev and Lainey each measure a garden. Which garden has the greater area? Multiply to find the area of garden T. So here we have garden T. Garden T has an area of 4 yards by an area of 4 yards. So we would use multiplication to say we have 4 on one side multiplied by the 4 on the other side of our garden. 4 times 4. Well, if I'm counting 4 times, 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. So this is 16, whoops, SQ, square, and then what is our label? Yards. Yards would be a YD. Multiply to find the area of garden L. Garden L is 4 yards by 3 yards. So 4 times 3. So we're going to do 3 4 times. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. So this one is 12 square yards. So we're going to compare the areas. So we have 16 square yards, and we have 12 square yards, and we're going to use some symbols. This symbol is less than, this symbol is greater than, this symbol is equal to. The open mouth, remember, eats the bigger number. So which number is bigger, 16 or 12? Our 16 is bigger, so 16 is greater than 12. So which garden had the area of 16? It was garden T. So the garden that had the greater area is garden T. Okay, let's do a little check down here for understanding. Oops. A magnet has the shape of this rectangle. What is the area of the magnet? Well, I know we've got 3 inches by 2 inches, or we could say 2 inches by 3 inches, right? It wouldn't matter either way. So 2 times 3, 2 times 3, so I'm going to count 3 2 times. 3 plus 3 is 6. So 2 times 3 equals 6. So the area of this magnet is 6 square inches. We have a sticker that has the shape of this rectangle. What is the area of this sticker? So I have 2 multiplied by 4. I take one side and multiply it by the other side to find the area. 2 times 4. So I have 2 4s, 2 groups of 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So 2 times 4 equals 8. So the area is 8 square centimeters. Okay, and our last page, page 50. Sorry, I'm going to put that in there so I don't forget. Oh, I gotta get you. There we go, that's better. So Mari has a blue gymnastics mat in the shape of a rectangle. What is the area of the mat? So remember, sorry, before I get started, I got a little sidetracked. You can pause the video right here, so that way you can practice these on your own and then come back to the video to check your answers, or stay right with me. Right, number 3. Mari has a blue gymnastics mat in the shape of a rectangle. What is the area of the mat? Well, how are we going to solve this? We have 3 feet by 3 feet. So this one we would do 3 times 3. So I have 3 groups of 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. So it would be 9 square what? Feet. 9 square feet. Mari also has a red gymnastics mat in the shape of a rectangle. This one is 5 feet by 2 feet. So we could multiply this 2 times 5. So I have 2 groups of 5. So 5 plus 5 equals 10 square feet. So which color mat has the greater area? Which one's greater, 9 or 10? I hope you said 10. So that would be the red mat. Number 4. Find the area of the rectangle. Write a multiplication equation. Okay, so our rectangle is 5 miles by 5 miles. So we would multiply 5 times 5. 5 times 5, so I'm going to count 5 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I have 25, so it would be 25 square miles. Number 5, our rectangle is 3 meters by 4 meters. So we're going to do 3 times 4. I have 3 groups of 4. So we're going to count 4 3 times. 4 plus 4 is 8, and 8 plus 4 is 12. So our area is 12 square meters. And number 6, a computer mouse pad in the shape of a rectangle has an area of 16 square inches. One of the side lengths is 4 inches. Write an equation to find the unknown side length, then solve. So if I know that my mouse pad, one of the side lengths is 4 inches. And I know all inside here, it is 16 square inches, the whole inside of it. I'll try to zoom it down a little closer so you can see. So in order to solve this problem, I know that one side is 4 times, I don't know the other side. So I'm just going to put a little question mark. I don't know. But I do know that it equals 16 square inches. Well, let's count by 4s till we get to 16, and that would tell us what our question mark is. So if I count by 4 plus 4 equals what? 8. 8 plus 4 equals what? 12. Have we got to 16 yet? Nope. 12 plus 4 equals 16. How many 4s did I just count? I just counted 4 4s. So the other side equals 4 inches. So in order to find the missing side, I have to count this until I get to that number. Right? I have to count 4s until I get to 16, and once I get to 16, then then I know how long the other side is. All right, my friends, so you are going to do lesson 2.4 for homework, and you're going to make sure that that gets sent to me at school in some way, shape, or form, so that way I can check it over and give it a grade and make sure that you are understanding this work. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you again soon. I hope you have a great day. Bye.